my name is Nate Huntington. I'm part of the class of 2021, but since I've taken the semester off, I'll be graduating this spring, and I'm a history major. I applied for the Stasneck World History Fellowship because I'd heard of students conducting really cool projects in the past, and it seemed like a great way to learn more about something that I was already interested in. I've been following the gig economy since working as a courier for Postmates in high school, but never really studied in depth. And when I received the email about the fellowship back in the spring, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to learn more about this subject by talking to people who know it best. And in this case, it's rideshare drivers. Most of the people apply for the fellowship in order to conduct research for their thesis. And while this project led me to what I hope to write my thesis on, which is jitneys in California in the 1910s, I initially applied for the fellowship just to learn more about something I was intrigued by. The most interesting experience I had during this project was the twist that came in August. On the 10th of August, a California Supreme Court judge ruled that Uber and Lyft must comply with AB 5 and transition their workforce to employees within 10 days. And while another ruling eventually said that they wouldn't have to until after the election, there was a brief period where Uber and Lyft threatened to leave the state. During that week, I went to a protest outside of Uber's headquarters, and it was really cool because not only was I able to see the caravan of cars going by and honking their horns, but I was able to meet some of the people as part of the driver advocacy groups that I'd been reading about online. And I actually met someone named Sherry, who's a Lyft driver and member of Rideshare Drivers United and Gig Workers Rising, who connected me with other people to do interviews. I told her about my project, and she seemed really interested. And then she connected me with people and also added me to the Rideshare Drivers United Facebook group. So that was a great twist in the project that I was not expecting. One thing that I did not expect to happen during this project was to take part in the No on Proposition 22 campaign. I went into the project hoping to be an impartial historian, conducting interviews with drivers fighting for their employee recognition and those hoping to remain independent contractors. But the twist that happened in August, where I met Sherry and several members of the driver advocacy groups, led me to mostly conduct interviews with people who are already taking a stand against the companies and were fighting for the No on 22 campaign. They were the people who were most willing to share their stories with me, and also their message resonated with me. So the project ended up shifting to not only focus on interviewing them, but also it compelled me to get involved with the movement. And since then, I've taken part in phone banks with Rideshare Drivers United, and at times I've been the only non-driver in the Zoom conference rooms. If I were to give advice to a student applying for the Stasneck Oral History Fellowship, I would say choose something that you're really passionate about. It's a unique opportunity where you can pretty much propose anything you want, so make the most of it. Also, I would recommend really considering who you will be interviewing and how you are going to connect with them. One of the hardest things in my project was building trust with people that I've never met before. So make sure that you're really thinking about your own place in the context of whatever it is you want to focus on. And if it's something close to you and you're interested in, the Stasneck Oral History Fellowship is a unique opportunity to learn from people that understand it best.